Deep down in the big blue ocean, where the sunlight dances on the waves, lived a little baby dolphin named Bubbles. Bubbles wasn't just any dolphin. He was a very special collector. His favorite thing in the whole wide sea was collecting shiny seashells. He had big ones, small ones, swirly ones, and sparkly ones. Every morning, he would zip and zoom through the colorful coral reefs, his eyes peeled for the prettiest shells on the sandy floor. One sunny morning, Bubbles found the most beautiful shell he had ever seen. It shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow. "Wow," he chirped, nudging it with his nose. He carefully tucked it into his little seaweed pouch, right next to his other treasures. His collection was getting bigger and bigger, and he loved looking at all the shiny, pretty shells lined up in his cozy little sea cave. Later that day, his best friend, a little turtle named Tilly, swam by. "Hi, Bubbles, what are you doing?" she asked, her big, kind eyes curious. Bubbles proudly showed her his amazing new rainbow shell. "It's so beautiful," Tilly exclaimed. "Can I hold it for just a little second?" Bubbles shook his head. "No, Tilly, it's mine. All of these shells are mine, and I don't want anyone to touch them." Tilly looked a little sad, but she just nodded and slowly swam away. Soon, a school of tiny, glittery fish swam up to Bubbles' cave. "Ooh, Bubbles, your shells are so sparkly," they all sang together. "Can we play a game with them? We could make a shiny castle." Bubbles frowned. "No, you can't. You might scratch them or lose them. They're just for me to look at." The little fish drooped their fins and swam off, their glitter not seeming so bright anymore. Bubbles sat in his cave, surrounded by his treasures. He polished his rainbow shell until it gleamed. He arranged his swirly shells into a perfect spiral. But something felt wrong. It wasn't as fun as it used to be. The cave felt quiet and lonely. He peeked outside and saw Tilly the turtle and the glittery fish playing hide and seek among the seaweed. They were laughing and having fun, but they hadn't asked him to play. A little sigh escaped his blowhole. He missed his friends. He looked at his big pile of shells, and then he looked at his friends playing without him. He realized that having all the shells in the world wasn't fun if he had no one to share them with. A new idea popped into his head, a much better one. He gathered up an armful of his prettiest shells and swam out of his cave. "Tilly, glittery fish, wait!" he called out. His friends turned to look at him, surprised. Bubbles swam right up to them. "I'm sorry," he said softly. "It's no fun having all these shells by myself. I want to share them with you." He handed Tilly a beautiful, pearly white shell. He gave the glittery fish a handful of tiny, sparkling shells that matched their scales perfectly. Tilly's face lit up. "Oh, Bubbles, thank you." The fish swirled around him in a happy, glittery tornado. "Hooray! Now we can build a castle." And that's exactly what they did. Bubbles, Tilly, and all the fish worked together. They used the big shells for the walls, the swirly shells for the towers, and the tiny sparkly shells to decorate the top. It was the most magnificent shell castle the ocean had ever seen. But the best part wasn't the castle. The best part was the sound of laughter echoing through the water. Bubbles learned that day that sharing his treasures didn't make him have less. It made him have more fun, more friends, and more happiness. From then on, his cave was always open, a happy place where everyone could come and play with the beautiful shells together. And Bubbles, the little baby dolphin, was the happiest collector in the whole wide, wonderful ocean. Thank you for watching our story today. We hope you liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun adventures with our ocean friends. See you next time.